This is the Lab Music Studio. This is one of the businesses I run with a good friend of mine, Adam. It's a music rehearsal studio. There's a podcast room in here as well. So a lot of bands would come here and rehearse. It's a nice, simple system. They book in online, collect a key, let themselves in, and go and rehearse and lock up after them. I'll take you in, have a look around, and check out the studios. So this is our hallway. We've sort of done up with loads of old band posters. They're all actual posters from local gigs around Cork City. But yeah, these are the two studios. We've got two studios in here, 1 and 2. And then we have a podcast production room in here as well. We'll also have our office in here that we would use. But let's jump in and have a look at one of the studios. So this is Studio 1 at the Lab, or the Red Room, we'd call it sometimes. This was the first room that we built. We took on the Lab during COVID. Myself and Adam had no gigs. We were rehearsing up in another rehearsal room the other end of the city, but it sort of got shut down and everybody got kicked out. So we had to take all of our gear. We found a little storage room, threw it in there, one of the storage lockup units, for a month or two. And during that month or two, we were just driving around looking for units, because we were like, yeah, if we had our own storage place and maybe somewhere we could set up gear and rehearse and practice, and maybe let a couple other bands in to rehearse, that would be cool. So we ended up finding this place. It's an old car valet and car wash warehouse, so an old car garage. It's not massive, but it done for what we need, and it was within our budget, which was fairly cheap because we didn't have a lot at the time. It was pretty massive for us to take on, but sure, we were doing nothing else. So yeah, we took on this, and this was the first room that we built. I'll throw up some photos of maybe a before and after, what it looked like, and I'm sure you can see what it looks like now. But myself and Adam had no studio building knowledge or anything. It was all learnt off YouTube. Fair enough, his dad was a builder, so he came in extremely handy and helped us out loads putting this room together. But yeah, we're just getting together with mates, friends, bandmates. They helped us like stick all the roof up, and we knew Spark that helped with the electrics, and just bits like that. So it took us ages to build this. Again, it was me and Adam coming in, watching YouTube videos. Cool, this is how you do this, and going at it. Loads of mistakes, loads of mucking about, but we had a good time doing it. And yeah, it's still standing. Let's go check out the other studio. This is Studio 2, or the Green Room. Yeah, we got a builder in to build this last year, I think. So yeah, it's nearly up and running for a year. It got to the point where the studio next door was nearly booked every night, very busy on weekends. And this section had sort of just been used for storage. Wasn't really doing anything too much. So we just decided to cram up the storage space and yeah, build this room. Builder done a great job with it. It serves its purpose as well. There's not much bleed through when a band's in here and a band's in next door. Both can rehearse without annoying the other ones too much, so works very well. We're also put a podcast set up in the background for this, because we're going to start doing some podcasts in here for weddings.ie business that I run, and maybe a few other bits and bobs as well. And if anybody comes in looking to do a podcast, they can rent this room, come in, bring all all the podcast gear and use all this. And there's a podcast backdrop in Studio 1 as well in the Red Room. We'll go into the podcast room to check that out. It's more just of a production sort of set room. It's actually linked with Studio 1, so people can come in and record. So the engineer can record from that room and the band can be playing in the studio. So they're linked that way, which is great. We don't do lots of recording here. We do have a fella, Aaron, would do some recording projects for some bands and stuff. It's something we can maybe look into doing a little bit more of down here. But yeah, it mainly gets used as a rehearsal space. And to be fair, the bands that come and rehearse here and the people that use the space do look after it. You know, there's not too much that goes wrong. Bits of gear break from time to time. Granted, they can be a bit messy at times and not put stuff away. That does get a bit annoying. But we do have a fella now, comes down once a week, tidies everything up, make sure everything's working okay, and yeah, make sure the place is neat and tidy. It was one thing when we opened the studio from being to other studios in the city that they were just messy and, well, bits of shitholes really. So we were like, yeah, if we want to get somewhere, we want to keep it nice and clean, professional. So yeah, professional musicians can come in and use it. All the gear works. We'll find out other places that, yeah, it doesn't, nothing works too good. So yeah, we try and keep on top of it, make sure all the gear's good, it works, and yeah, everything's tip top. Yeah, I stopped gigging about a year or two ago, so I just run the party bands business now, booking a few bands and DJs. I do little bits of gear hire, and it's something that we're looking into now here. We're planning on building another little small section where we will put bits of PA equipment, instruments like amps, just small hire things. So if there is a solo singer needs a PA setup, a couple of speakers, they can come down, you know, rent it online, come down, let themselves in, take it away with them, use it for their gig, and then bring it back the next day. So it's something we're looking into now and looking to do in the future as well. Let's go and check the podcast room out and the production room. This is our podcast room. So we'd find a lot of people come down here. It's a plug and play studio. We've got a setup here. You can bring your laptop, plug in. There's a few interfaces so you can record on. So musicians would come, plug in, can do all their production, recording work from here. We've got all the microphones and stuff as well. We do have a few people that come and use this for podcasting. We've got all the podcast microphones. We have a few chairs, tables, a few of the fake plants and ornaments and backdrop bits and bobs, so people can arrange them and do their podcasting. We actually also have this podcast desk set up, which has a Rodecaster Pro 2 podcast desk. Again, all the headphones, microphones and everything here. So all the gear's here. You can just bring your laptop or your phone, plug into it and hit record and start podcasting. So yeah, we do find it, people do enjoy using it. Great value, great bang for buck. We don't charge a lot of money for the studios. It's like 20 quid an hour. You can book it for a few hours, come in, get your stuff done and head off. Yeah, so if you are looking to do some podcasting, or you are in a band or a musician, want to come down, we have people that come down and just play the drums. But yeah, even if you were coming down to do a podcast and if you were looking to get into it, this is a very easy barrier to entry. You just hire the studio for 50 quid for the 2 hours. All the gear's here. You just bring your phone or your laptop, plug all the microphones in and go. Yeah, so we find people do enjoy it for that reason. So yeah, if you want any more information on booking any of this stuff, go to www.thelabcork.com. You can book directly on the website. You just get all the information to let yourself in, and yeah, get your codes, let yourself in, use away, lock up after you. Yeah, and if you have any other questions, give us a shout, give us an email. We'll be happy to answer them. So moving into 2026, I want to start making more of these YouTube videos, these vloggy style videos, just the behind the scenes of the businesses that are run here at the lab, the rehearsal studio for Party Bands, which is my entertainment agency, which I'm actually going to start closing down. I'm looking actually to move it all over to another project called Muso Booker. I want to change how the business operates. So instead of me being the booker where everybody has to contact me and I have to do all the booking, I want to make a subscription based website where bands, DJs, musicians can sign up, and they will talk to the people looking to book the gigs, like the wedding couples, the bar owners, and the gig bookers directly. They just pay me a small subscription fee to be on there, and hopefully the website will look after connecting everybody. The website's built. It has been for a while. It was actually ready last year. I've just been so busy I haven't been able to launch it, and I want to take time and give it a good proper launch. It actually won't happen for the next few weeks, few months maybe, because we're very busy with our Wedfest wedding festival events, which we hold. It used to be in Cork, we're still doing Cork, but now we're doing Galway and Kilkenny as well. At these events we have up to 100 wedding businesses coming to showcase themselves, and all the wedding couples come to the event. There's live music, fashion show, all the suppliers are there in the day. So yeah, we've got them 3 big events coming up over the next 2 months, which take up a lot of time and effort and focus. So we're going to try and get them done, and then I'll move towards moving and closing down Party Bands to hopefully launching musobooker.com. I'll hopefully try and share some of that journey. I want to share some of the stuff from weddings.ie as well. So on there, again, it's a platform where all the wedding businesses and the venues can sign up. It's a listing, subscription website, but we've also integrated a business hub in the back of it. So I want to try and make little business tips for these businesses, how to grow their business, do ads, get reviews and all this type of stuff. So a little mini business course. I'll probably be doing a lot of the recording in here, so hopefully I can share some of that on here as well, and the progress in that. There's going to be loads of fuck ups and failures and messing about and headaches. We'll try and show some of that. Hopefully we'll get a few wins and successes out of it as well. So yeah, if you're into any of that sort of stuff, a musician, podcaster here locally in Cork, or if you're in a wedding business, hopefully I can share some stuff on here that might be helpful or funny to look at, whatever. Yeah, so looking forward to 2026. 2025 was busy. Yeah, it was hard to keep track and align. Lots of opportunities came up, but I think we've done all right. Things have grown nice and steadily. We're still here. So yeah, looking forward to what 2026 brings. Yeah, if you want to follow along for any of that, hit subscribe, and yeah, hopefully catch you in the next one.